Welcome. I just invite you to close down the eyes. And we're going to connect to our breath. So bringing the awareness inside. Bring all the awareness to the breath. And take long, slow, deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. Now connect, if that's in your practice, to your Ujjayi breath, that ocean breath. Breathing deep into the belly. As you inhale, and as you exhale, allowing everything to fall back and soften with each breath. Allowing the body to relax and soften. Allowing the mind to soften along with the body. Giving yourself this time to go inward. And ask the question, how is my body feeling right now? Mentally, physically, and emotionally. Just checking in with how it's feeling without taking any judgment. Knowing that wherever you're at, that's perfectly fine. And we're going to inhale to chant Om 3 times. Just give yourself a moment to feel the vibrations of that mantra throughout the body. Relaxing and softening. Feeling present and aware in the body. And gently place the hands at the heart center. Feeling that yin and the yang, masculine and feminine, both poles coming together at that heart space. And surrender the mind to the wisdom of the heart. When you're ready, gently open the eyes and release the hands. So today's session is going to be on the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is located around the chest area, the whole of the upper chest, internally and externally, just outside the body. And the heart chakra is linked to the element of air. The colour that we're going to be visualising in today's session is like a grey, smoky colour. Now the New Age colour is green, so if that resonates more with you, then feel free to visualise the green light. I'll be using the smoky grey shimmer, like I can visualize the air. The mantra that we're going to be chanting is Yam. So it's going to sound Yam. Just like we have in previous sessions, we're going to be chanting Yam. So let's get started. Oh, before we start, in between each posture, we're going to be doing a breath hold. Now, this breath hold is really lovely for opening out that heart. But I want you to take it really gently because it can make you feel a little bit lightheaded, especially if you suffer with low blood pressure. So we'll either do it standing or seated, and we're going to inhale, and we're going to suspend the breath, but we're going to drop the head back nice and gently and hold the breath there. Hands are going to be placed on the heart with a nice open chest, or you can interlace the fingers and place them behind and lift. But this is a more advanced practice, so maybe take it gently. And don't hold the breath so long that you feel uncomfortable. Just so that you feel that you've held the breath and it's not too uncomfortable before you release the breath. So we're going to inhale, hold the breath for as long as we comfortably can without forcing, and then as we exhale, we're going to gently lift the head back up, and then just take at least 3 nice, slow recovery breaths before we take our second round. So we're going to be doing 3 rounds of this breath hold in between each posture. So we will start with doing one of these 3 breath holds. We're going to start doing the first one seated, just so you can get a little bit used to it. So either hands on the heart or interlace. So we're going to inhale and hold. Remembering to take your recovery breaths between each round. Keeping the eyes closed. And feeling the power of that breath hold. And then when you feel recovered, you can take your second breath hold. And when you've done your 3 rounds, you can just gently blink open the eyes. Take it nice and steady. I'm just going to stand. I'm going to come into our first posture. So our first posture is going to be an upward salute pose. So we're going to be standing in Tadasana, so with our feet slightly apart. Or you can have them together, you can have them further apart, whichever feels good for you. We're going to lift the arms up, palms facing up in this V position, drawing the shoulders back and down. So the chest is lovely and open. So in this position, close down the eyes. And then feel into the pose. Make any adjustments that are necessary. The chest is nice and open, but the chin is slightly tucked so the spine is long. And I want you to bring all the awareness to the space around the heart center. Breathing long and deep into the space. Feeling a sense of expansion with every breath. And then I'm going to inhale to chant Yam 3 times. So let's inhale. Yam. Now feel those vibrations. Feel them all over the body. And then visualize the light. Glowing, smoky grey. Right at the centre of the chest. Feel that light expand and grow. Flooding the body with that light, the airiness, the spaciousness that it carries with it. Allowing that feeling of expansion, the visualizing of the light to grow so great that it leaves the body into the room. Filling the room, out into the streets, getting bigger and brighter as it goes. And then when you're ready, gently keeping the eyes closed, release the arms and relax the legs, allowing the body and the belly to be soft, staying fully present and aware as we integrate the posture that we've just done. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into our 3 breath holds in this position so we can stand up. Same thing, hands on the heart, or hands interlaced, whichever feels good. But be very careful when we stood up. When we come out of this, we might feel a little bit unsteady. And if you do, you can do these breath holds sat down. So when we're ready, we're going to inhale. Remembering those recovery breaths. There's no need to rush these breaths. You could always pause the video in between each posture to take your own timing on these breath holds. And when you've done your 3 breath holds, gently open the eyes, coming back into the room. And our next posture is going to be a forward fold. So we could have our legs just slightly apart. You can take them a little bit wider if that's comfortable. We're going to hinge at the hips, relaxing forward, but we're going to place our hands behind our back, interlace the hands and drop the shoulders and relax. If this is too much with the hands, you can release the hands in front. Have the knees soft or straight, whichever feels good for you. So let's come into the posture. So feet slightly apart or wider. Interlace the hands behind the back. Hinge at the hips, leading with the heart. And then relax the head, allowing the arms to fall over. And then close the eyes. Feel into the pose. And adjust where necessary. Bringing all the awareness to that heart center. Breathing deep into the space of the chest cavity. Breathing deep into the heart. And then we're going to inhale to chant Yam. Now feel those vibrations all through the body. Feeling the body as a whole, as one. And then visualizing the light at the centre of the chest, either green or that smoky grey, getting brighter, spreading through the body, into the cells, into every part of the body, spreading wider than the body, filling the room. Filling every corner and crevice of the room you're in, till it bursts out into the world. Sending love out with it. And when you're ready, gently release the arms. And slowly coming up, allowing the head to be the last thing that comes up, keeping those eyes closed. Just keeping present and aware in the body. Feeling the expansion of our capacity to give and receive love. Our relationships come from the heart, whether it be with ourselves or with others. Keeping that heart open really spreads that capacity for us to love purely, without condition. And when you're ready, you can go into those 3 breath holds, taking your time, keeping the eyes closed. Inhaling, hands on the heart or behind the back. And you're walking the head gently back. Allowing the breath to recover. After each posture, each breath hold. And when you're ready, gently blink open the eyes, and we're just going to make our way down to the mat. So we're going to come into a camel pose, which really is a big heart opener, but it's quite a challenging posture. So from this kneeling position, you're going to come up onto high knees. The full posture is hands onto the ankles. I can't talk while I'm doing this posture. And drop the head all the way back. So if you're in that posture, the head needs to be completely relaxed back or up, not somewhere in between. If that's too much, you can take the hands to the small of the back and just open out the chest. If you struggle kneeling on your knees, you can come into this position here, but this can be quite challenging again on the biceps, so just be careful and just take whichever posture feels good to you. Just so I can speak well and through it, I'm going to take just a supported camel, a nice gentle one here. So let's come into the posture. So you're kneeling, hands either on your ankles or the back. Gently into the posture, open out the heart, release the head, allowing it to be fully relaxed. And bring all the awareness to the space in the heart chakra. Feel the posture and adjust where necessary. And then breathe long and deep into that space around the heart. Taking slow breaths. And we're going to inhale to chant Yam 3 times. Yam. Feel the vibrations in the body. Feel it all over the body. And visualize the light. Allow the light to get brighter and spread. Allow it to flow all through the body. Out of the body into the room. And filling the room with that infinite capacity of love. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way out of the posture. Maybe just gently taking a child's pose just for a few moments. Just to release that lower back. Taking some nice recovery breaths. And then finding a comfortable seated position. Either legs crossed or kneeling, whichever feels good to you. Because we're going to take our breath holds sat down. So we're going to inhale when you're ready, 3 breath holds. And when you're ready, gently blink and open the eyes. I'm going to come into our next posture, which is our melting heart pose. So for our melting heart pose, we're in a kneeling position. We're going to take our hands away from the body. We're going to float our chest towards the mat, resting the head on the mat, keeping the hips over the shoulders. If this is too much, set them back into a child's pose and just take an extended child's pose, especially if you've got trouble with the shoulders. So I'm going to come into this posture. Arms away from you, spread the fingers, sink the chest to the mat, relax the head. You can place it on a cushion if that feels good, or just onto the mat. And feel into the pose. And adjust where necessary. Breathe in long and deep into the space that is our Anahata chakra. Bringing all the awareness to that space as you breathe into it. Now inhale to chant. Ya Feel the vibrations throughout the body. And then visualize the lights, smoky grey or green, at the centre of the chest, filling the chest and spreading into the body, getting brighter and stronger, filling the arms and the legs, and then out of the body into the room, swirl into every corner of the room. Getting brighter, getting stronger as it leaves the room and out into the streets. And then when you're ready, slowly coming out of the posture, keeping the eyes closed, maybe placing the arms behind and just taking a few moments in child's pose just to release off those shoulders. Breathing into the belly. And then slowly in your own time, keeping that presence and awareness, we're going to come into our seated or kneeling position to do our next round of our breath holds. And this time I invite you to, while we're holding our breath, to make a wish from the heart and send it out into the universe, either a wish for yourself or for a family member or for the wider community. So we're going to inhale, hands on the heart or behind the back, drop the head back, hold the breath, make that wish from the heart, a pure wish, a loving wish. Remembering those recovery breaths in between. And when you're ready, blinking, open the eyes, taking a drink of water if you need to. We're going to come into our next posture, which is a Sphinx pose. So we're going to lie down onto our belly. I'm going to place the elbows under the shoulders. We're going to push into the floor, pulling the chest gently through the hands. So there's like a little bit of resistance in that upper body. Lower body relaxed. And the head is just in this neutral position. Don't let it be hanging or have it back. Just a nice, gentle, neutral position. So coming into the posture. If this is too much, you can always just rest your head into the hands and take the visualizations there, lay on your tummy. So elbows and shoulders in line, pulling that heart space through the chest. Closing down the eyes, allow the thighs to be soft. And feel into that posture. Make any adjustments that you need to honor your body today. And then bring all the awareness to that heart space. Breathing long and deep into that Anahata chakra. Then inhale to chant. Ya. Feel the vibrations throughout the body. And then visualize the lights at the chest, glowing bright and strong, allowing us to receive and give love purely, spreading that love and light through the body, into every cell. Filling the body, spreading into the room, out the room into the wider world. Getting stronger and stronger and brighter with every breath you take. And then slowly keeping the eyes closed, just release out the posture, resting the head in the hands. Just taking a few breaths here. Allowing the body to settle. And then keeping that presence and awareness coming out into a seated position. kneeling or on the bottom, cross-legged or legs out, wherever you like. I'm going to take our final rounds of breath holds, using that wish again. So in your own time, nice deep breath. Dropping the head back, hands at the heart or behind. Sending that wish out into the universe. Feeling that expansion of the heart. And then when you're ready, blinking open the eyes and making your way down into Shavasana. We're going to take our final visualizations and chanting in this Shavasana pose. So allow the legs to flop out, palms facing up, arms away from the body. And then close down the eyes and just feel the pose. And adjust where necessary to allow the body to fully surrender. And visualize the space at the heart center. All the awareness to that beautiful Anahata chakra. And breathe long, slow, deep Ujjayi breaths into the space. Now inhale to chant. Ya. 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 Feel those vibrations all over the body. And to sense the body all at once. Now visualize the smoky grey lights, or green, right at the centre of the chest, swirling, glowing and growing. Spreading through the body as it gets brighter and stronger. Growing that capacity to give and receive the pure love that is within us. Till that light has nowhere else to go in the body, so it emits out into the room like air swirling and floating, filling every small gap in the room with that smoky glow. Out into the world beyond, growing that capacity to love out as far as it can reach. And then feel free to either stay here in Shavasana, allowing the class to integrate, or slowly making your way up to a seated position. So we can tune out, keeping those eyes closed. And we're going to inhale to chant on 3 times. And just place the hands together in the heart center. And feeling into that space of the Anahata Chakra. Feeling that infinite capacity to give and receive the pure love. It's all around us and all within us. Feeling that wish in our heart one more time. And sending it out into the universe. that pure wish. And surrender the head to the beautiful wisdom of our heart. Knowing whatever we need is within us always. And then when you're ready, gently blink open the eyes. Namaste. Thank you for practicing.